Hi collective, welcome to my channel Crystal Shadow Work. Hi everyone. So it's going to be a reading for my star seeds, light workers, earth angels, 144,000, whoever is guided to this reading, right? So it is Halloween night, so happy Halloween. So the veil is very thin tonight, right? So we should definitely get some strong messages and guidance through spirit. So I already called everybody and asking for protection and guidance. There is a lot of definitely devil energy and all sorts of stuff going on. So if you guys are doing any spiritual work or anything, you should definitely be careful. I know I'm not going to be able to even upload this till after Halloween, but just there's so much going on, right? And maybe it's more than just on Halloween, right? It's just like with those chosen ones really rising our vibration, we're really shining brighter, right? And we are attracting a lot of things. So I definitely feel it. I've been seeing readings coming out in the collective about chosen ones getting attacked and like stronger protection and guidance coming in for them, which is very beautiful. You guys just got to be careful because, you know, the spell work is very strong, and I actually very much had spell work done to me, and I was giving it power and not even realizing it, because it's all about if you give it power, right? But I was in a vulnerable situation because I was clearing out karma with my twin, and so we very much we're both like under spell work, so, and we're still getting tested daily, so yeah, you just really got to be careful at this time. Okay, so we got man holding a heart here, the thinking woman. We've got third chakra Archangel Gabriel here. The angels are definitely working and helping. We've got broken heart here. There's definitely a lot of woundings and healings. What is it, baby? Do you need help with that?
Yeah.
Hold on, guys. Okay. So it came out right next to man holding a coin, man holding a heart. There could be two energies here. Somebody is like coming in offering their love, and somebody coming in trying to buy someone's love. I feel like competition. Somebody's like very expressing the love, like taking action, but then someone's over here like, hey, I can offer you this, like you should come over here, like it could be a friend, somebody in your community. All tied up is coming out here. Somebody is like maybe stuck in a situation, not sure what to do. Hostilities. There's definitely a lot of like conflict, strife, fighting. I told you this devil energy is very much getting into like family, friends. Goddess of the moon is underneath that. I get it. I feel this exhausting energy very much overtaking me already. The journey. You're ready to go on a new journey. So you're planning right now. You're strategizing. I'm getting somebody's just ready to walk away from like both of these energies too. Like I am like somebody's just like, you're not gonna buy my love. Yeah. And a lot of that's manipulation and control, kind of love bombing, things like that. People will sometimes do that with money. Somebody wants a happy family. They want to go towards their destiny, their divine life path. They really want just to have peace and happiness, I'm getting. Look, I do see counterpart energy. I flip right to women holding a heart, which would match this masculine energy here. Storm, warning, door to value, anxieties under here. But see, there's like anxiety to get it. It's like a lot of this strife is happening in this fighting because it's like there's this energy here. It's like they know that you're destined for this abundance. So it's like they're trying to create chaos to try to stop you from getting this. Yeah, all this was in between there. Door to spirits, open see contracts are going to be complete here. I see there's some sort of, look, there's an attachment right to blossoming abundance. Somebody's like attached themselves to you because they know that you're destined for greatness and they're after this abundance, but it's like this is a karmic contract and I think you see it and you're releasing it and you're letting it go. For some of you, this could be just like a karmic like soulmate or somebody that's like is attached to you, and it could be them coming in, right, trying to offer you something to stay in your energy, stay like in your good graciousness, because they know that you're creating something. Goddess of the Moon, very strong intuition. She's creating alchemy is very much what she's doing. Somebody's very much aware that you're doing this, in fact. So they're trying to stay attached to you because they know that you're destined for greatness. And that's what these devil energies are doing. They're trying to block, but it's like one of those things. It's like they're trying to block you. But if you get it, they want a piece of it, right? They don't want you getting it without them, right? And some of them, it's like if things aren't fine between you guys, where they feel as though they could benefit from this, then they're going to be creating a hostile environment because they're not going to want you to leave them out, right? That's what I'm getting. Just remember to be grateful and thankful. Focus on yourself. Create boundaries for yourself because you are going to be going on a journey. You are going to be getting guided to that temple path by what you're creating. It's inevitable because you're in this high vibrational energy. You're definitely connecting with your crown chakra, with the divine. You know, so just have some patience. They're trying to bring in this man holding the heart for you. Even though there's hostilities and things like that because of adjacent possibilities. It's like this couldn't have happened without you going down this path because this man's going to be able to reach you now because of this opportunity. You just definitely had to close out some cycles. Some of these cycles that are closing out are karmic patterns within family members too. Like some of these... and if it's not on your side, it could be on their side too. Because some of like these divine masculines, right? Because I'm seeing masculine energy there. Some of them, in fact, had toxic karmic relationships on their side of the family. Whether it could be a toxic mother or a toxic ex or a sibling or something like that. And sometimes it's that envious and jealousy and things like that that can very much do that, right? Especially when some of these people, they really rely on their family members for love and support, and they really rely... I see you, baby. Okay. Yep. And if they really rely on like what their family and stuff think, right? Because they kind of have emotional woundings where they go after validation from family and friends and care a lot about what they think. So for some of them, it's just like siblings are a little bit jealous and envious because they don't want to see like their, you know, they don't want to see like you get married first or make more money than them or something like that. It's kind of that competition a little bit. But it's like you're not even seeing it, or they're not even seeing it that way. Now, that's not for everybody. That's for some, though. That's why you really have to trust what you're feeling inside, because for some of you, it's like your own family is kind of leading you away from where you're destined to be. So definitely have appreciation for these relationships or situations, because it is sweet to have a very loving, caring family member, but sometimes that jealous and envious can get in the way, right? And they don't realize, in fact, that it's what's creating a block for them, okay, or for you. So hostilities, I told you, you were in a hostile environment, but it was also preparing you and getting you to, in fact, see some karmic things. Sometimes if it wasn't for like a toxic or a karmic situation, you wouldn't in fact see a toxic or a karmic family member, right? You wouldn't know that they were that way. So, you got to appreciate these things and know that the angel of love is here helping you heal your heart. Because I know some of these things can be challenging when you have to release a family member or distance yourself or create boundary, but that's the way it goes. So contracts is here because some contracts are getting fulfilled, and they can very much be with a toxic parent, sibling, family member, friend, close one, loved one, But look at this, yin and yang is here. Very much, this is yin and yang energy, balancing things out. It's also meant for these divines to come together. So angel of strength is definitely here. And then look, cornucopia. See, this always comes out with the twins, because it's meant when twins come together for them to have divine blessings for sure, because their love radiates at such a high level. This is what they attract. This is their light. Also, divines are not meant to be living these plain Jane mundane lives because they have such powerful missions, right? So angel of strength is going to get you there. That's what I mean. This man holding a heart and woman holding a heart definitely coming together. But see, there's financial constraints at this time because somebody's in the wrong energy. Somebody's surrounded in this hostile environment. And these people are not meant to, in fact, come here, baby. These people are not meant to get, in fact, this blessing, what these people are destined to have. So it's like, so Source will block those things to guide these divines where they're meant to be so they get their blessings, right? So other people do not get them, right? So yeah, see, envy's right down here with the world. Some people are very envious, right? You're not supposed to have envy at all, ever. Envy is low vibrational devil energy. When you're envious of something, you're holding that devil energy. Because you're not supposed to, in fact, have envy. You're supposed to show love and be happy for people in love. And you're supposed to, just want people to have love and happiness. Who's ever jealous of that? You're jealous of that. You have your own problems, right? And unfortunately, some of them are family members, right? Because not everybody's chosen. Just because one person's chosen, or a star seed or an earth angel, doesn't mean the whole family is, right? It's not how it goes. So a lot of people just don't understand why things work out for some and not others, right? I just seen 1313 on the clock. That could be a message for some of you. Message within a message. Look, I split it on yin and yang and broken heart. Some of these twins are in this broken heart energy at this time, but it's getting mended and healed for you guys to come together. Because in fact, some of you are with karmic relationships, and those needed to end, right? Because it's not your temple path. It wasn't your divine. So some of these karmic relationships, needed to close out for these divines to come together. Yeah, look at that strong envy energy. Yep. And woman holding a heart here is coming out. So someone's definitely going after the love of their life and wanting this happy family, showing me envy again. Man holding a coin. All right, I could go all night on this deck. So let's get some of these cards to go along with the energy reading. All right, sir. So let's see what's going on here collectively with this energy. Let's see what other messages we have. Courage. That's strong Lion Leo energy. So someone's definitely getting the courage and strength I'm getting to make major changes. Ooh, somebody's getting some sort of truth too. Truth is here. Truth and clarity. So that's definitely going to be coming out. It's going to allow somebody to heal too. Truth is a very powerful thing. Some truth is going to allow somebody to grieve, in fact. But it's going to bring them happiness because it's going to heal some sort of trauma that's been holding them back, right? It has to do with your family. The message that I just got, it's not for all of you, it's for somebody though, is that somebody is like going to find out, in fact, that something about their parents or their family they didn't know, like a secret that was hidden. And when you find it out, it's going to allow you to, in fact, see why maybe your family was a little bit more distant with you or why you felt a little bit different. And when you find this out, it's going to make sense to you. You're going to understand, like, oh my gosh, that's why. And it's going to allow you to maybe forgive, release, let go. It's really going to set you free from something. I'm kidding, right? You're just going to see things differently. And it's going to cause major change, but it's bringing a new beginning. So it's nice that it comes, right? So this truth is going to be very healing for you. Travel. So for some of you, it could be traveling towards family or just going on some sort of vacation or moving, right? But we got passion here. You guys, some of you could be like, this healing, this truth could very much bring your divine to you. And then you guys could be going off on a vacation, a little getaway or something. You got protection here, strength. These all look very beautiful. You're definitely going to be closing out some cycles and financial health. I'm feeling it very much that it's this divine coming in that's going to trigger all of this. Like I said, for some of you, it was some sort of emotional wounding or something that was just blocking this. It's like if you feel as though you're not lovable or you shut off your heart to love, you can't attract love, right? It could be something like that. So maybe finding out something within your family opens your heart to love, and then there comes money. See, some sort of forgiveness is needed here. Somebody's going to be able to forgive somebody when they get this truth, right? Like, here's an example for some of you. Like, don't try to guess what it is. Like, you're going to find out, and every situation's different. Like, recently for mine, like, I realized that that my mother and father weren't shown like a lot of love when they were younger, so they didn't know how to show love. So then they didn't know how to show and express that love to me. So I grew up not feeling very loved because I wasn't hugged and kissed and told I was love you like ever, so I didn't know how to show love, right? So it was like I did it the way I was taught, through buying gifts, through throwing parties, through doing things like that. But then I started to realize that my kids, they weren't feeling love for me because I wasn't like, I could always give them a hug and kiss before bed and things like that, because it's bedtime. You tell your children good night and you love them every night before you go to sleep and stuff. But it wasn't like the mom give you a hug and kiss every day before you go to school or when you come home from school, or I don't even know how it would work, or when you visit family and you hug. That was just never how my family was. It was just always just, hey, hi. We didn't hug and things like that. So I didn't realize that, in fact, that it was creating distance for me and it was affecting how I would show love, right? It was always easy for me when my children were little and small, but once they got older, like once they push you away, like, okay, don't hug it, then it was like I didn't know what to do. Yes, you can have one, baby. Oh, it's for me? Ooh, thank you. Awesome. Thank you. So because I didn't understand that, I thought I was showing my children enough love, but I in fact wasn't, because I had to take on the roles of being mom and dad, and so I was a little bit more stronger playing the dad role and needing to take authority and action as well. So I wasn't always in the sweet, innocent mom energy, because I was also needing to be in the dad energy. And then not showing my children, I guess, enough affection through hug, because I have 4 kids, mind you, too, that I thought I was doing well, but they weren't feeling as though, because being different ages, they always see the youngest getting the most love and affection, right? Because they're younger. It's like I was saying, it was easier for me to show that. So my older children, because they didn't know to hug and come at me for that affection, and I didn't know how to go show them, other than they didn't see the love that I was giving them through my time, my energy, the gifts and all of that. So But you see what I mean? Like, it was an emotional trauma bond that I had that I was holding on to, I guess, because I never healed that. So then, in fact, it went upon them. And see, that's where you can hear that generational curses and spell work and things like that. Because it was just like, I told myself, like, gosh, I was never loved enough as a kid. I was never loved enough as a kid. That I was still giving it energy. And then I gave it to my children, not even realizing it. And that they were, see what I mean? Like, the curse had to be broken. That's why, it gets carried on these generations. Sometimes we don't even realize that we're doing it, in fact. Right? So it's one of those things like, then when they finally see me, come together with my twin, the love of my life, and we're always hugging each other and so close to each other, then they were like, wow, Mom doesn't love me at all, because I didn't realize that it's a different type of love, for a lover than it is. But anyway, so, so it was like, I didn't realize that was a trauma bond that was affecting things. So anyways, like, and also in my relationships, it was challenging for me to open up and show love, and I realized that in my past relationships too, like I ruined a lot of them because I didn't know how to do that. I didn't know how to open up and show love. So there were times that people would feel as though I wasn't interested or I wasn't loving them, and then would cause fights, arguments, just because I didn't know how to go show love. I didn't know how to it was just uncomfortable for me to go hug and kiss and think if it wasn't, I just didn't know it. I didn't even know, in fact, that I was struggling with that, until my kids pointed out to me, like, my daughter's trip, like, you never hug or kiss me, like, I'm like, what do you, like, when I come ask for it at bedtime, but that's the only time, and I'm just like, what do you mean you think I don't love you? Like, so we had to talk about this. It was actually my daughter bringing it to my attention, like, are you kidding me? Like, I thought that you guys didn't want, like, me explaining that. I struggle to this day. Like, I'm very fortunate that, me getting together with my twin, he knew that I had went through a lot of that stuff. So he knew just how to get me to break out of it, that he always grabs me, and then it's like fine once I know to show that I know it's okay to show the attention, but see, it's still something, like I was still struggling opening up emotionally, talking, so we're still working through our barriers and stuff. That's why we work on these things. Sometimes you don't even realize that they're affecting you. So, wow, I don't know, I felt to get into all that in this reading. It was for somebody though. But yes, you can very much break these generational curses and stuff. Definitely talk with your children. Maybe for some of you, this is for another mom that, maybe, anyway, that's what I was going at. This is that, that's what it takes sometimes. I think I finally broke that when I finally was like, you know what, I'm going to love myself. And I really started focusing on loving myself and showing myself love and telling myself that I'm not broken and I'm not lovable anymore, and breaking that feeling. And that when I really got empowered and I started loving myself, I think I finally broke that spell. And then I got together with my twin, because then I attracted my twin. But then because I still had the wounds of not knowing how to show love to him, we still had work to do, and we actually separated for almost 3 weeks because we were both struggling. We were projecting on each other those last traumas that we were both having, and mine was the not fully letting love in because I'd created boundaries and still struggling showing love and expressing love. So, and his was being vulnerable, opening up, and not being afraid of commitment. And, so we both had these things that we were working on. So that could very much happen too. Sometimes you come together with your twin, but if everything's fully not, you're going to keep pushing each other away. They're very complex situations and things. So it's another message for somebody, I don't know. I felt to tell a little bit of my story within this reading. So anyways, hopefully it helped you. If it did, definitely let me know. I love all the comments. I love all my subscribers. I just seen 24 on the clock too. So definitely. Anyway, love and light to all of you guys. All right, bye.